Welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I managed to make 373 million overnight. I'm going to be going over everything I did, so be sure to watch till the end so you don't miss anything. With that being said, let's get straight into it. I'm going to try to make this video as quick as possible. So the first thing I did was become an employee at FinTech. Why? Because it's the highest paying job in the game, with or without Game Pass. So I would recommend you doing FinTech job the most. As you can see, I do have the Game Pass, so I make 5,000 per minute. Without the Game Pass, you make 2,500 per minute, which is not that bad. Because like, before I had the Game Pass, I managed to make, I think, like 10 mil. I know I made over mil, I'm not exactly sure, but you still can make a lot of money without the Game Pass. So what you want to do is, once you select the job, you need an order clicker. I use Tiny Task. I'll leave a link in the description if you want it. Or pretty much you can use any auto clicker that works with Roblox. But what you want to do is, like, right before you go to sleep, you want to, like, if you have a laptop, set it up. I don't recommend phone because it can overheat and stuff like that. But if your phone is a good game and you can run the game without overheating, then you can do it as well. But just set up the auto clicker to like move your mouse around or jump for you, and like you pretty much make money overnight. I recommend doing it mostly overnight, or if you have like schoolwork to do, you can put your computer in a separate room or something like that and go finish your schoolwork while you're still making money in the game. So it's definitely helpful. This is the #1 strategy I recommend because it's very useful and it also makes you money the fastest, especially if you're doing it overnight. You can make like 100k depending on how early you start in the night, or even more. So I definitely recommend doing it. And if you like have the Robux, definitely get the Game Pass. In order to make this much, you're gonna have to be max promotion also, but just get it 2 times. Hold up, I forgot the name of that. I recommend these 2 Game Passes with the 2 times drop and 2 times promo speed. I do not have this one, but like I don't really recommend it. It's optional. If you want it, you can get it. Cause if you're, I'll say if you're like new to the game and you want to make money fast, like under 1 mil, then you could definitely get this Game Pass. But these are the 2 that I have, and these helped me to reach 373 million, so I definitely recommend it. Another thing I also recommend is to start like AFK grinding now, because like the game has updated for a while, and I think there will be an update coming out soon with a lot of cars probably. And like if you're under 1 mil, I would say you definitely need at least about like 5 mil to get all the, well, most important cars, like limited cars and stuff like that. So I'd say you need above 1 mil to get all them. I'm gonna see if I can find some cars that will probably be coming in the update, and I'll show you guys them. Okay, so on to the next job. The second job is the cafe job. This job is like if you want to interact, well, you can be AFK as well, but I would recommend it because this place is more of an interactive place, because sometimes players do come into like roleplay and stuff, like buy coffee and stuff like that. So I would not recommend this job for an AFK job. You can, but it would like make the game boring for other players' experience, so I would recommend it. But with this job you can make 2,000 per minute, and with the Game Pass you make 3,000. As you can see, I make 3,500 per minute, so it's not that bad without the Game Pass either. I did these jobs too. I didn't do it as often as FinTech. I did FinTech the most, but sometimes I did do this job. So I definitely recommend it. Even though it's not the highest paying, you can still make a good amount of money while role playing with players. So overall, I'll give this the second highest. It's a good job and it's also interactive. Other jobs I'll recommend if you want to like AFK is like dealership employee and the bank employee. I'm not sure how much these jobs make without the Game Pass, but with the Game Pass you make 3,500 per minute. So it's pretty much the same as this job as if you would have the Game Pass, so there's no disadvantage. You still make the same amount of money. Only thing is players don't really interact at those jobs, so you won't, ruin any other player's experience or like make it boring for them. On to the third and final job. Okay, for the third and final job is either a criminal or police officer. Now, these jobs are not like AFK jobs. These jobs are like if you want to play the game, interact with people or stuff like that, have fun. I'd recommend either one of these jobs. For me, I choose the criminal because like I just rather the criminal. It's more fun to me. You can either be criminal or police officer, it's up to you. But in terms of which job makes the most money, I would say criminal, but like you're not gonna make the same amount every time, and it's based on how many stores you rob and stuff like that. So sometimes you can get a lot of money, sometimes you can't. The most money I got when was like 25k, but that was from like robbing the bank. The bank is the highest you can get. Like that's the most paying place to rob. Other places you can rob are like Starbucks, McBlocks, and Publix and places like that. But those, all of them vary. There's no specific amount on how much money you're gonna get each time. On the police team now, I think you make like 2,500 per minute at max rank with the game pass. I think 1,025 without the game pass. So in terms of it, like the criminal, it depends on how many stores you rob, and if the game is like good to you, you can get like 2,000, 3,000, sometimes couple of hundred. I do have the game pass, so I think that kind of helped me get more each time. So I'm not sure how much you would actually get without the game pass. I'm not sure how much you get each time. It's just random, I guess. But I would think the criminal makes the most. You just have to like rob a lot of places and then you'll be good. But the police now, it's not that bad. You still make a lot, so it's not that bad. With or without the game pass. I mean, 1,025 per minute is still a lot, so it's not that bad. Now I'm just gonna give you guys some extra tips. First extra tip, well, I already went over the game passes, so I don't think I'm gonna go over them again. I just recommend these two here. And like for the last extra tip, I recommend like each time the game updates, like just look out for codes, because sometimes the game do have codes. I'm not sure if they're any working currently now, but each time the game updates, I think it always has a code. So just be sure to look out for that, check out it, or check a YouTube video or the Discord. Sometimes they post in a Discord for it. It was definitely helpful. Like you get over 100k. All of their code I think is over 100k. I'm not sure, but each code I redeemed was over 100k, so it's definitely helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys helped you in some way, and thanks for watching.